So let's go first with this card. Okay, so we have here the Page of Pentacles, and it's upside down for you. So that's like your current situation right now. What this is telling me is somehow you're really trying to decipher if a person is right for you, I would think. Like if they are too immature or if they're going to follow through in the relationship with you, or if they have the wisdom that you have. I'm kind of feeling that as well. Also, because I don't use this deck as much as I use my celestial deck, I do want to check to make sure I'm not missing anything when I feel these, when I feel this interpretation, when I feel this channeling. So let me just take a quick look at the Page of Pentacles upside down. So this is telling me here that it says troublemaking kid and problems with school. That's not what I was feeling, but maybe that does have something to do with you. Maybe you're going through a situation right now where your child is being hard to deal with, I guess, and they may not be doing their schoolwork. You might be struggling to get that done, and there's just something it's bothering you to some sort of extent, but you're being kind of silent about it, but it might be bringing you to a boil, or it could also be that you feel like there's someone in your relationship who's acting like a petulant child who seems very argumentative and very obstinate, somebody who you're having a hard time getting through things with. You feel a level of immaturity somehow and a lack of wisdom. So that could be why what your brain is brewing on. I don't know if this resonates with you, but that is what I'm feeling right now. So let's just let's keep looking and see what else is going on here so I can get a better picture of everything. Okay. So next, this is the bridge or the path that you're going to cross on this path that you're on in the month of May. And this is going to either be a shaky bridge or a stable bridge or someone that's going to help you be stable. That's what usually the bridge card is about in the Celtic Cross. So let's just check it out and see what it is. Okay, the Queen of Swords. Okay, perfect. So this actually came up, the Queen of Cups for the Geminis for the month of May. So it's interesting how these cards come like similar to, the other signs. But anyways, back to you. Okay. So this is telling me that you will need to either stand up in this situation and use clarity and cut through these problems and find balance and find a way through, use your intellect and your wisdom to bring light to the situation, okay? And also if you could be, this could be you as a mother from this card that I'm seeing right here, or it could be that you as a partner. So maybe you need to use a lot of clarity in you use your wisdom and bring that to the relationship that's happening right now. Or it could also be that you need to this person could be a motherly figure or someone who has this kind of energy, this ability to see, use their intuition to see forward, to cut to the truth, to be fair, to basically bring a problem to a resolution. So it could be just somebody in your life that has this queen-like energy that's decisive and that could help you decide what's going on. You could also be this person as well. Okay, so that makes sense in this particular reading. So now we're going to go to the root card. And the root is basically the foundation. These are things that drive you forward. It's like unconscious things, things in your subconscious that drive you forward that you're not really aware of. So let's just kind of, shed light on that and see how that goes for you. Oh, the Empress. Okay. So the Empress is upside down. And so this is basically like the kind of the root of the problem right now, or whatever's in your subconscious. So with the Empress, we know that she sort of basically has really she has a connection to the divine. She has a connection from the highest up of being able to know the truth and know knowledge and to make decisions and channel those decisions very well. So I think that what this card is telling me is that basically you're not trusting your own abilities. There's some reason why you don't think this card is upright for you, but it certainly should be, because I'm getting a lot of energy from here that is telling me that you should always have this card upright in your mind. Even in your subconscious, it should be sitting this way, because you never should, not trust your own abilities, okay? Because that is only going to lead you into situations or actions or decisions that you don't want to make. You have to always be in this position. Now, I'm also going to look at the Empress just to see what else it says. It says fertility and creation and pregnancy and abundance. So this is what would come out of you. This is what you could manifest if you were using this card in an upright position, okay? So you would be able to manifest creation and birth new ideas, birth another child. I mean, it also has to do with good parenting. So there again, we're having this situation where it looks like it could be a parental issue. But even in this issue, like even if you feel like you have this ability to make decisions, somehow there's something that may be rooted in you from a past life or something like that that makes you feel like you can't see through everything. So you may either confide in a person who you feel is stronger, which you don't really need to do, because you could be this person who's sitting in this position and who is using this card in this position. It may be something that is hard for you to figure out right now or to express. Maybe you don't want this person to feel bad, like this relationship or this child or whatever it is. You have a lot of sympathy for them and a lot of love and understanding and caring. And so I feel like what I'm seeing is like whoever this person is, you're letting them get away with a lot. That's what I'm seeing right here. And maybe you're just brewing on how to approach it the right way. I mean, I could be wrong. This may not resonate with you. I don't know, but this is the way the cards are kind of reading here. Okay, so the next card is like your recent past, like what's gone on, in the past that is affecting the present, of course. So let's just see what's going on. Okay. All right, so we have the Two of Cups, and it's again upside down for you. So in this particular reading in the past, I wonder if you had like a breakup or something, or a partnership that dissolved. Maybe you're a single parent and it's really hard on you to put your foot down. That could be affecting you, or maybe there's an issue in a past relationship where you had that partner let you down in some way. So let's just see what else this says here for the Two of Cups upside down. It says, breakup, separation, disinterest, arguments. So that is what could be preventing you from moving forward, is just this hurt from the past. So we're going to fix that for you in this reading in this month of May. We're going to make sure that, this card in your whatever this relationship is, if it's between you and your son or a child or a partner, whatever, that you can bring love and commitment and cooperation in this relationship. Okay. So let's just find out. So now this is like this is an outcome card basically for the month of May, telling us like what is going to happen, especially after you've seen this reading. A lot of things can change. That's the reason why I do these for people, so that they can see where their strengths are and their weaknesses are. They can tell what's going forward. And this is something maybe you could manifest, or something that this outcome you could manifest in a good way, or this outcome you could avoid once you know what it is. So let's just see what it is. Okay, so it's the Ace of Wands and it's upright. So this is telling me you're going to figure this out. It may be you're going to find this rule of law that you need to have, around the house. I don't know what it is. It could be for this other person. It could be as simple as the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And every time this person seems immature or petulant or obstinate or whatever, just remind them of this. So, but you make up your own rule. But I think that you're going to figure it out because you have this power. You don't use it all the time because of this past, relationship that made you, that brought you down a bit. And uh, it could also be that you're worried about what your ex is going to say. Like, I don't know, these things pop out to me, sometimes, but it looks to me like in the month of May, you're going to figure this out. You're going to have, I feel like it's a rule of law, something that you're going to come up with that's going to really help change your relationship, whatever relationship that may be. You're going to figure it out. Okay, so now this next card is going to be the future influence, like what's coming ahead for you that's going to influence your actions going forward. Okay, let's see. All right, so, all right, we have the Seven of Swords, and it's upside down for you. So the Seven of Swords, let's see, upside down. Okay, punishment, being caught, and making amends. Okay, huh. That's an interesting future. I like the making amends part. I don't know what this punishment kind of thing is. I don't think you've done anything necessarily wrong, but maybe that petulant, obstinate person who's, giving you a hard time might do well with a little bit of stern punishment. Maybe it's, doing laundry or more chores or something of that nature, or definitely taking care of their finances or their homework or whatever. So you may have to, going forward in the future, institute a few of these punishments. But it's also going to help you make amends because it's kind of odd when you do put structure in front of a person. A lot of times they fall in line and they like the structure. They like, oh, I made my bed today. Whereas they don't know how important that really is, or oh, I did the dishes for mom or dad. That's also very important because even though it seems like a punishment, the reward is great. The reward is that you feel better about yourself. You feel like your room is tidy. You feel like you're helping out. Some kind of commitment. So it can be amends. That is a way to make amends. I remember, I don't like to get far off topic, but I used to have rules for my daughter on the board, and here's the chore, here's the consequence if you don't do it, and here's the reward. And when a child sees that and they see that star going up, they're like, that is more of the reward, just seeing the star than getting the thing, whether it's a toy or more playtime on, and let me tell you, relationships work the same way. Like if you have a person who knows your boundaries and your consequences, they have a better idea of what they can and can't do. Now, sometimes once they're grown, they don't always follow that, but it's still a good idea to put up those boundaries, and that will help you a lot. Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. So now let's see what's next. All right. So the next card is going to be this one, which is yourself. Now, this is going to talk about you, your strengths, your weaknesses, how you can turn your weaknesses into strengths going forward. So let's just check it out. This is about you. Okay. So yeah, I put that the right way. So good. All right. So this is the Eight of Pentacles. So it shows you there working diligently. Okay. So it looks like that's your strength for sure. You're a good hard worker. And I don't really see any weaknesses going on in this particular situation. I think that this card looks like to me, it feels like perseverance, like you always find a way through. Okay, whether this is financially, whether this is getting a new job, whether it's connecting with people, whatever it is that brings you abundance or keeps you going, you have that ability to do it. So I don't really see any weaknesses here, which is very good. This is about you. It's about yourself. So let me also just check the board for the Eight of Pentacles, see if I missed anything. Mastering your craft and enjoying your employment. So yeah, I don't think I missed that. Okay, so what is next? What is next? What is next? Okay, we have next on this particular spread is your environment. So how do you feel about your environment? How do you think people feel about you? How does your environment affect you? What is going on with you in terms of your environment? So let's just check it out and see. Okay, upside down is the Queen of Wands. Okay. Whew. So in that particular, what I'm feeling from this card, it's almost like I'm feeling like you feel like your environment is keeping you from manifesting things. And it's keeping you from standing in your power somehow. And that could be, you could turn this up right. And let me just check Queen of Wands in the upright position so I can kind of help you a little bit more with that. Let's see, Queen of Wands. A feisty person with confidence and self-assurance. Okay, so I can see how this could go wrong if there's someone in your environment who's aggressive or angry or cold or something like that, and they're really getting on your last nerve. You may not be able to change that person if this person's in your environment, but what you can do is to turn this card upright for yourself is what I had said earlier, is to have confidence, have your own self-assurance, always rely on your own abilities to see through what this other person may be doing. Because I feel like someone's maybe domineering in your life right now, and that's not really helping you. And that's also causing this, like what I felt earlier, this percolation, this stewing going on, like almost like you can't say anything to this person because you just know it's going to start a war. But make sure you just keep relying on yourself. You're balancing within yourself. You could do, your chakra meditation to strengthen your root chakra so that you stay grounded. Anytime this person isn't getting on your nerves, you just need to be like, and really just, get stable there. Also, I would say that when this person gets on your nerves is to do some sit-ups so you feel really grounded. That would also help because it's going to get out some of the aggression or whatever that it is that you feel. I don't know, like if this, again, like this is what the cards is telling me. I don't know if this resonates with you, but it still is a good idea to really get close to your root chakra. And actually, I'm going to do some meditations and also some chakra cleansings and balancing in some videos that I have a whole setup that is in the works right now. So I hope you visit my channel for that because I think that's really going to help. I mean, I was thinking of doing some exercises that go with it and like maybe breaking the videos up. So hopefully you'll check out my channel or come back to it and look for that and look for anything that says root chakra, okay? All right, so now the next one is going to be your hopes and your fears. So what is it that you're hoping for? And then your fear would be you fear that you won't get it, okay? So let's check it out. Okay, gosh, this is so weird. I've already done Aries and Taurus and Gemini. And I want to say that, yeah, for Aries and Taurus, and now you Cancer, I have gotten these knights, okay? And I had gotten the knight with the sword, and I got Knight of Pentacles, and now I have Knight of Wands, okay? So what this is telling me again is, in this position, is that you really are fearful that you're not going to meet a person who is going to be able to manifest things with you, who's going to make your dreams happen, who's going to bring you forward in your life. And your hope is that this will happen, though, is that this person is going to come into your life, is going to help you manifest good things, is going to be on your wavelength, and that they're going to understand where you're heading, and that you guys have some sort of congruency in your plans. So that's what I feel like is going to happen, or what you're hoping for here. Okay, well, that's good. And then let me also see what the Knight of Wands means for you on this. Uh, it says you're also looking for a person who's free spirited and who has a lot of creativity. So that makes sense too. All right. So let's also look. This is going to be the last card, which is basically the summary of the whole reading, how it's going to play out, or what's going to project forward going into June. So we'll see what happens there. And I just also want to keep in mind to you that, you have Mercury who's entering Cancer on May the 28th. So that's going to give you a piece of that Gemini energy that people are going to be experiencing this month, because there's also on the 22nd a new moon in Gemini. On the 20th, the sun is entering Gemini. And then Mercury is going to be in Gemini until it moves into Cancer. So this percolation that you're feeling is it feels like a lot of thoughts are going on in your mind right now, which is typical of Gemini energy. You want to be able to sort that out, and I think that is going to be something that you will sort out, especially when you get that piece of Gemini, and because Mercury rules Gemini. So on May 28th, I think you'll have a breakthrough. So let's just see. I think this card is going to have something to do with that. So let's check it out. Okay, so you have the Three of Wands, and it's upside down. So the Three of Wands in reverse is talking about some setbacks and no foresight. So we want to avoid that, and that's the reason why we do these readings, because you definitely want this card to be upright for you, because when it's upright and you have the Three of Swords, we're talking about, well, no, I'm sorry. I totally just misspoke. The Three of Wands. You definitely want teamwork in your situation, especially, your home situation. You also might be itching to do some traveling. I think it might be a good idea to take whoever this is out who's causing you these problems, even this person and this person. Maybe just jump in the car and, go somewhere, and just so you can feel free, roll the windows down, or either go for some sort of bike ride. Get these people out of their element so that you can feel better too, and get them out of their comfort zone so you can be in your comfort zone, okay? Because we don't want this card to be upside down where you feel like you're having a setback in it moving forward, because I think this Empress card is what you need to move forward, because this is the root of the problem. And you need to stand in your power to be decisive. You need to come up with that rule of law. You need to maybe set some boundaries and do some, punishment, because you are a hard worker and you know it, and you know that this is going to happen for you too. I mean, it's just a matter of time.